Welcome to LP's Tabletop. Today we're going to do a tabletop on hand-to-hand Wombat. So included is an instruction booklet, 3 spindles, random a bunch of blocks, a comic book, 2 tokens, a scoreboard, some 6 reference card, 1 wicked wombat, 5 basic wombats, 1 confused wombat, 1 confident wombat, 1 generous wombat, and 1 needy wombat. And the box lid, which is actually used in the game. Here's how to set it up. So to start, you assemble all 3 of the spindles, which we just did. Then you give every player a reference card. Let's say there's 3 people. You prepare a 90 seconds timer on some device. It does not want included, so we just use Google. You place the boundary, the box lid, in reach of all players, and then place each point tracker on its start circle on the scoreboard. Now you place the spindles in the boundary, the box lid. And then you randomly scatter the other parts in. Now that we've done that, the next step is, well, actually it's not the next step, but now it's actually step 5.5. So because it's so tricky to build, they want you to practice building. Remember, you have to have your eyes closed or at least covered for this game. Next step is to give every player a roll card. So actually, let's say there's 4 people. So you'd have 1 wicked wombat and 3 basic wombats. This is for, okay. Now, if you're wondering what all of these wombat cards are for, those are for advanced play. The next step is to shuffle these cards and give them to each player. So there's always 1 bad wombat. Now we're done with the setup. Now I can actually tell you how the game works. So you randomly scatter the bricks inside the box lid. Then you set a 90-second timer. When the timer starts, you cover your eyes and then play with these. The good wombats try to build towers. So I'm going to build a correct tower for you. The bad wombats want to sabotage those towers by maybe building it incorrectly or taking it apart. See, that is not a correct tower. Here's a little series of what you can't and can do. You cannot open your eyes, use more than 1 hand, place bricks or spindles outside of the box lid, intentionally remove the base from the spindles. You can communicate. Put your hand on top of a tower to protect it, hold on to bricks in your hand, and take bricks off spindles. When the 90-second timer runs out, all players immediately stop what they're doing, open their eyes, and begin scoring. If 3 towers are complete, the good team scores 2 points. Like this. If 2 towers are complete, good team gains 1 point. 2 towers are incomplete, or 1 tower is complete, bad team gets 1 point. If no towers are complete, bad team gets 2 points. It is impossible to win on the very first turn. A completed tower is if all of the bricks are on in the correct order. This would not be a correct tower, but this would. Only 1 team scores at the end of the round, so you can't do this or this. It's always going to be this, 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 or this. If either team reaches a total of 3 points, that team wins. So let's say the bad team got 3 points, if the good team only got 2, bad team would win. After scoring, if no team has won yet, move on to voting. Here is how you vote, kind of like Among Us, but it's different. After scoring, all players count down from 3 and point to the player they suspected is on the bad team. If you don't suspect anyone yet, point up. Your choice is not final yet. This vote is just to give you something to talk about. So, it's just to discuss your suspicions. Then when it's the time for the final vote, you do the same thing, except that your choice is final. If more than half of the players still in the game vote for one person, that player is out of the game and is no longer participate in building or voting. Don't reveal your role to the remaining players. If no one has the majority vote, or if there's a tie, nobody is out of the game. Reset the spindles and bricks, set the timer for 90 seconds, and begin another voting phase. If the bad team is out, the game isn't over. Just because the bad team was voted out doesn't mean they can't win. Continue playing as normal. The good team doesn't know they're the only ones left. It might clash enough that the bad team still earn points and win. So let's say bad team got 1 point, they got voted out, but then the good team was so bad that the bad team got 2 points anyways. Here's how you can sabotage, or here's some tips on how to sabotage as the bad team. You can correctly place the bricks off the towers, put the wrong bricks on the towers, hand other players the wrong bricks when they ask for help, ask for bricks you don't really need, hide bricks in your hand so nobody can find them when they need them, spin the boundary around or the box lid around to distract the other wombat or disorient, pretend to be a special role that you aren't, or talk real loud so nobody can tell what's going on. If you're on the good team, try not to do these things and be very sus of anyone who does them. Now we're going into these rules for the advanced play. So the confused wombat starts on the good team and permanently switches to the bad team when the good team has exactly 2 points, like it's confused and thinks they're losing. Win with your current team. The confident wombat, once the brick is on a tower, you can't take it off. Other wombats have to do it for you. The generous wombat, you can't put bricks on towers. You can only give bricks to other wombats or put them in the box. And the needy wombat, you can't pick up loose bricks from the box. You can only take bricks from other wombats or towers. And then obviously the basic wombat and the wicked wombat, which are just everything. Now that you've played a couple games, sorry if there's background noise. My predators are right on the couch. So after you've played a couple games of normal play, now you can do advanced play. Here's how you set it up. So groups of 4 can use the other roles. Shuffle together a deck of 5 good team cards by gathering 2 basic wombats. How did I grab the wicked wombat? 2 basic wombats, and then 1 of each of these roles up here. And then you shuffle them up and take the amount of cards that you don't need. And then, so if there's 4 players, there's 1 wicked wombat, 0 confused wombat, and 3 good team cards. 5 is 1 wicked, 1 confused, and 3 good team. And 6 is 1 wicked, 1 confused, and 4 good team. These are obviously not the only things you can do. You can obviously make up your own ways to play, but that's just what I am going to show. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.